Costa Rica, amigos, like almost in the 19th century. It was like 1870s or something like that that we started to have a project, right? And we got a loan from England to do the rail, right? And why did Costa Rica decide to make the rail? Because we were finding or needing a faster way to transport coffee towards Atlantic. We used to have a port just in Pacific, and the cost of coffee all the way down to England, it was very expensive. Of course, expensive back then, because expensive, we're talking 5 sterling pounds. Costa Rica used to have as currency sterling pounds, right? Nowadays it's different currency, which is colones, right? Christopher Columbus, Cristobal el Colón. So Colón is the name of our currency. So because we have a lot of zeros, it's colones in general, right? So I'm not sure if maybe Jose is the money guy. If he has some bills, we can try to show you some bills. We have a lot of zeros, 1,000, 2,000, but that's like $2, $4, right? So you're like, oh, 1,000 colones is wow, right? No, I'm not showing you $1,000 over here like that. So it's just a lot of zeros there. But well, 5 sterling pounds, and the first people who tried to go to Atlantic, they died, right? And when they finally made it to the coast of Atlantic, the cost of the coffee to make it all the way to England, it was less than 1 sterling pounds, right? So they were like, we need a way, we need to do something to make it to the Atlantic side over there. And that's why we started to have the project of the train, right, due to coffee. But that was a whole big story, and a lot of corruption, a lot, still like all over. Costa Rica got, well, we're gonna make it a short story, which is we got 5 million sterling pounds from England. That was a loan from England, but not even like half, let's say just like around 3 or even less, not even like half, made it to Costa Rica. They don't know what happened with the money, right? So project was not done, it was not completed. It was not even 50% of the project completed because they had some technical problems and stuff like that happens throughout the project, right? And money disappeared, right? So then Costa Rica was in a debt, and no project, no train. Of course, the guy who got this business or contract, right? He was doing railroads in South America, right? Henry Keats was the name of this guy, right? But then no more money to go on the project, so he left Costa Rica to keep going on the rail that he was doing for the Andes down there, right? And he just left a relative to Henry was the uncle of the guy who stays in Costa Rica, and they offer a new business, but that was a roundabout business. You know, they probably were the ones who stole the money. I don't know, right? Yeah, right. So the guy who stayed in Costa Rica, Minor Cooper Kit, right? They offer another option for Costa Ricans because Costa Rica had no project, no money, right? So they said to Costa Ricans in the power in that moment that we can make the rail, we can complete it because they have the backup of strong companies over there, but we'll need 99 years no taxes to finish the project and free land throughout. Once we complete the project, you can pay us later. But to finish the project, we need this. Land and 99 years no taxes. So because they were thinking on a different business, not for coffee, bananas. Minor Cooper Kit and Henry Mates, they brought bananas to Costa Rica. And they were doing train or the rails for bananas South America. So when they saw the opportunity of doing a project, they brought bananas to Costa Rica. And well, train was made for coffee, but the very first first time that we started to use the train, it was to transport bananas. Coffee used to take longer time to be ready. So the project was not even done, and there were bananas already done over there, right? So he was very smart, because Costa Ricans thought that he was not. Because he was asking, oh, free lands in Limón nowadays, right? So what was the best lands for Costa Ricans in that moment? Mountain range. They were interested in coffee. That was the only thing that they were interested in. So he's asking for free land, and he got quite a lot. You know, it was not just 1 acre, right? And it was like, yeah, well, he must be not too smart. He's getting swampy lands over there. The best for bananas. Bananas even need an amount of water to be as good as they are. And they already know, and it's an estimation of 30 liters of water per day. Guess what? Welcome to Costa Rica. Right? In Costa Rica they have even more than that, because you know how much rain we have a year sometimes of things. If you're thinking on inches, you're good. Right? We go on feet or meters, right? So we're still making it around 4 to 5 meters. So that's like 12 feet or more, right? Yeah, we got sometimes 5, 6 still in some years. We got records in the 90s of 22, 23 feet of rain. So in the banana plantations here, they have to do ditches because there's too much water, right, to drain the water over there, right? So Minor Cooper Kit, he became one of the first Lord Lands of Costa Rica after people thought that they were not too smart. And he got so powerful that he got power on politics, right, in Costa Rica. Of course, when the train was totally done, amigos, Limón used to be a fancy town, because it used to be the only town that you get to find new things, new from Europe and from North America, from everywhere. So people used to come on the train. Even my dad used to do it. Right, he says that he used to come with my grandpa a week to sell orange, or people to sell stuff, eggs, chickens, or people coming with suits and stuff like that, going to Limón to visit it. Okay, amigos.